morning everybody, it is Tuesday the 13th of September. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon my time. Been a bit busy of late doing other things, so it's a little bit late today. Apologies for that. So yeah, let's get over the analysis and see what's going on in the markets. We've had some movement on the pairs that we've taken so far last week. So as always, we're going to go over Euro GBP as the first pair, and as you can see, we've had some quite significant movement. I'm pretty gutted to miss this one from the bottom, as I've been over multiple times, because that was an incredible move. The euro has had a nice bit of strength lately. Many say it's the direct negative correlation to the US dollar. So when the US dollar goes down, the euro goes up. So it looks like that's why it's pushed against the pound for me, ever so slightly, just edging it out. Obviously we're buying the pound against the dollar on one of the other trades because the euro didn't quite get down to the demand zone, but as we can see here, against the pound directly with each other in their combat, we can see prices come up and touched into this supply zone yet again. I mean, we were on that trade previously and it dropped back. As you can see, prices visited that supply zone again, peaked right into it, and we got a rejection back from it again. Now I'm expecting a pullback here from like we did last time from the supply zone. Now what we've got to watch for is whether the retracement will be deeper, will be as deep as last time, which we got here at 83 cents, or will we get a higher low and then we could get another push up and break this supply zone and go into this supply zone above here at 89 cents. So that's what I'm going to advise to watch out for on the euro against the pound. Let's look for a pullback in price and then we can get a buy on. As I said, if the dollar is to go weak, at least medium term, you know, for a couple of weeks maybe, then we're going to see the euro be slightly stronger than the pound. I would have thought so anyway. So if you want to trade this pair, then we can jump up on that fact. Yeah, so as I say, we're going to look for the higher low being created. It could be at this demand zone here that was created to push up to the supply. If it drops back through, because there is some imbalance there with this big push up from the previous push through this resistance zone here, these couple of yellow boxes are imbalances, so price could come back down and fill them. It wouldn't surprise me if it actually hit this zone here at 85 cents that we pushed through and then went on the upturn next and broke that supply. So that's what to look for on the euro against the pound. Look for a pullback in price, watch it form support, hopefully in this demand zone, because we can count on it in the near future. If not, let's wait for it to drop back, form a support zone like we did here, and then we can get a buy on the next and hopefully ride it up, break that supply and move up to the next zone. As you can see, the moving average is starting to point up now at a 45-degree angle, so let's ride along the bull train if we can get on it. So with that pair covered, we'll move to GBPJPY, and I was looking for a sell previously from that supply zone where we missed that daily candle previously on my last post that I sent out, which is quite lucky because I would have took the trade on that. And then the daily candle there, we finished on a pretty big doji. You've got wicks to the top and bottom, and the next day we pushed through that supply zone. So, you know, as others have mentioned, this is the ideal supply zone that we want to sell from. I think we sold it from from this zone last time here, and we got a quick profit straight down to the demand. So we'll be looking to do the same again. So hopefully we can get a bit of a push up in price into the supply zone over the next couple of days, and then we'll see, because obviously it's all depending on how strong the pound is going to be, which, you know, we're obviously buying it against the US dollar. So if it does continue to gain strength, then, you know, this could change once the supply zone breaks. Then obviously it looks like we might be going higher, possibly up to this big weekly demand zone at the top here, and then we'd possibly look to get on a buy on the demand zone created on its way up. So that's what I'll be looking for on GBPJPY. Yeah, so if price gets to this supply zone and it holds over a couple of days, then I will take a sell with a pretty small stop loss if it will continue in this big range that we've been in. If not, if it breaks above, then we'll look to get a buy on, because it looks like we will go higher and visit this supply zone at the top. So that's GBPJPY covered. With that done, we'll move to EURAUD. A bit of a tricky one. I thought price might continue in the downtrend. We did visit this supply zone again here. As you can see, it rejected going above the moving average. It did close slightly above this zone, but as you can see, there's a lot of resistance to the left here. You know, a lot of candles opening and closing at the same level. It rejected that, so it is possible that it could move back down. But price action is not very nice at the moment for me. You know, previously when we did break this big weekly demand zone and it closed below that previous support level, I thought we might move lower sooner. But as I said, the euro, with the dollar losing strength, the euro is going to start pushing up, so we might have to look at start getting some buys on possibly, and then, you know, it might tie in with filling these imbalances at the top here. So once the dollar went on that big bull, the big bull run, and we got this big drop on EURAUD, which we caught. If the dollar does lose strength and the euro does gain strength, then it looks like we could possibly look to be taking buys to go up and fill this imbalance on the daily here. Just remove those now. So yeah, so that would be what I'll be looking for. If we get trading above this moving average and possibly this downtrend, then we can start looking to buy EURAUD. That's what that's what I'll be looking to look for in EURAUD. If we can break above this little bit of a resistance zone here and start trading above the moving average, then it looks like we could turn bullish for the medium term at least and fill these imbalances and reach these supply zones at the top here. So that's what I'll be looking for in EURAUD. So with that covered, we'll move to GBPUSD. And I thought I was going to have to close this trade at one point because it was starting to go further south, but thankfully it rejected out and gave us a nice bullish candle. So obviously I've been over this pair since last week and the week before now, looking to get a buy from this demand zone. We entered last week. Currently we are 200 pips in profit, and we're just meeting this big long downtrend here that was formed on the weekly. We had a little peak above there, so let's go back to the daily. Yeah, so we're looking for a big long swing here. Obviously we're looking for the dollar to lose strength and have a significant drop. We've reached over 1-to-1 at least profit here. If you I mean, I didn't have set physical stop loss on this because it's a swing trade. I was willing to go into drawdown until this zone was broken, and it wasn't. We rejected right out straight away. So yeah, now the stop loss is below that low there that peaked below that demand zone. So we're over 1-to-1 now so far. So if you did want to follow, you could set your stop loss to your entry price and be risk free. That's not a problem. I'm going to leave it for now because, as I say, this is a swing trade. Hopefully we're going to have it open for a good few weeks, and we can start to see some real bullish movement going up in GU. But as I said, it's all dollar dependent and what that's going to do. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one, yeah. But as for now, we're in profit. Keep holding if you followed me on that one. So with that one done, we'll move to EURUSD. As I went over last week, it's pretty much the same as GU. You could have bought at the bottom here. As I say, I wanted it to go into the demand zone. It didn't quite reach there. That would have been a candle for me to go in on here. But yeah, we didn't take this one because we were looking at GU. I would have took EU if it came down to the demand zone, but it didn't, so I wasn't really taking much notice of EU. But it gives us a good indication against our EURGBP pairs that we're watching. and obviously the dollar itself, because obviously they say this is a direct negative correlation between euro and the US dollar. So as you can see, this push is looking quite strong at the moment. But again, it could all be just a retracement, and we could start to fall back again, depending on what the dollar's going to do. So you just have to keep watching what the dollar's doing and keep your eyes out. We'll go over that at the end and have a look. And what I was hoping for did come to fruition, so I'm quite happy about that. And obviously, it validated all the trades that we took. So yeah, obviously we're in profits at the moment, but you know, it's still on the short term so far. So yeah, with that per covered, we will move to gold. This is another trade that we entered. We've been in it for a good while now. Currently we are around 245 pips in profit. Not looking like a big push on gold at the moment, but as you can see, we have got that. We've got the W, and then we're looking for a big upturn. So yeah, so just keep holding gold, if whether you followed me or not. We're still in profit, obviously, and yeah, we're just waiting now, just holding, waiting, and watching. Again, if you're a worried trader, move your stop loss to the entry zone so it's risk free, so you don't give back to the markets. But again, we're looking for the big swing now. We're looking for dollar to lose strength, and we're looking for this upturn. So if you followed me on gold, keep holding, and there's not much more you can do apart from watch. So with that per couple, we'll move to Bitcoin, and another trade that's going nicely for us. When this candle was coming down, I really thought I might have to close it. I thought it was going to start dipping below this demand zone, but yet again it didn't, and we got a nice turn pretty quickly, which was nice to see, actually. Currently we are 2,450 pips in profit. Not bad at all. Just over 1 to 1. Again, all the themes are the same to the current trades that we're in. Big swing trades, so it's going to take some time for them to come to fruition and meet our targets that we'd like to meet. But again, you know, we're in profit. We can run risk free if we want to. So you know, there's those cards on the table. Bitcoin's looking nice and bullish. Well, it's not looking bullish yet, obviously, because we need to break over these highs that we made back in August, and then obviously get trading above the downtrend line, get trading above the moving average, hit up and meet this resistance zone here at 28,500, and then obviously start making some nice bullish trends. Yeah, it's not bullish yet, but we are in profit on the buys, so we can just keep holding for now. You know, we said looks like a decent buy zone to be buying from here. You could have bought once, twice, 3 times, 4th time. You know, many times you can buy from this demand zone, and you can take profits off the table, whether you want a day trade or whether you want a swing trade. You know, buy low, sell high, and it's pretty low at the moment, so looks like we're in a good position so far. So again, we'll just keep watching Bitcoin and see what happens. If it does start to turn down, move your stop loss to your entry zone, or just take profit. It depends, up to you. It's totally up to you. As they say, you can't go broke taking profit, so we can always get another trade. So we'll just have a quick look at Ethereum. As I said, it's moving a little bit differently to Bitcoin. We've got the merge coming up in so many days, apparently, so I'm quite eager to see what will happen when that does happen, whether it's going to tank back down or not, or whether we're going to see a bull push. I'm not too sure. But as you can see, the price action is a little different to Bitcoin. So yeah, that's definitely one to keep a watch out for. The merge that's going to be happening, I think it's over in the next 10 days or something like that. I can't remember correctly. So that's something to watch for on Ethereum. And lastly, we'll just go over the dollar. As I said last time, obviously you can see we're bearish at the moment. We did peak above this weekly demand zone, but as I went over last week, we didn't get a weekly close above it. So, you know, I was quite hopeful for the trades that we were in. As you can see, we closed the week as a bearish candle. We peaked above, closed as a bearish candle inside the supply zone, and currently this week we are going bearish as well. So let's hope it continues and we start breaking down, because it's just been tearing up everything for too long now. Look at that bull run, it's disgusting. So yeah, let's hope for some dollar weakness, everybody, and have some good turns up in Bitcoin and gold and the pound and the euro, because it's needed, and hopefully we've caught those trend starts, and then we can just continue to hold for some nice profits and a nice return, because it's been a bit stale as of late in the past few weeks or month or so, so hopefully they can return us some good profits. So that's pretty much it for this week, everybody. I will update you again next week. Take care. Cheers, everyone. Ta-ra.